particularly Hare Krishna. So project 3 is completely audience-centric speech, where you have to send across a general purpose and a specific purpose, and the audience is supposed to get it. So I'm going to ask the audience, what do you think was his general purpose? General purposes are 4: inform, persuade, entertain, and inspire. Inform, persuade, entertain, and inspire. So what do you think his speech was about? Did he inform you, persuade you, entertain you, or inspire you? Inform. I personally thought it was inform. So he informed the audience mostly about how to not jump to conclusions, how we often jump into conclusions, and his entire speech was supported by a lot of examples. And examples was like he classified into fortune telling and mind reading. And then he gave an example for fortune telling, some from media, from mind reading, a colleague. And it was very logical, and he did not force upon anything. It was an open speech, basically giving 2 scenarios, that there are cases where we should jump into a conclusion, we should decide what it is, as if a cheetah is approaching us. But there are times where you should sit back and think what exactly it is and not jump into something. And you should not regret it later. So now this was the general purpose. Now coming to the specific purpose, I think it was very clear. ADAR, aware, pause, ask others, and replay. The guidelines calls that it should be, the wording should be precise, and it should be attainable by the audience. They should not feel that it is something that only you can do, but they can as well do. So obviously aware, pause, ask others, and replay is something that everyone can relate to. And also calls for the audience to take some action. So these are the actions that everybody can take and everybody can relate to. Now coming down to your attributes, your voice was good, there was a good eye contact, very confident, very coherent. Good usage of word, delectable meat, flood of negative thoughts, and cascading effect. So these were some of the good usages that you had in your stage presence and everything. However, there are a few improvements that I'd like to tell you. I think your pace was a little fast. It was difficult for people to probably grasp it in, because you had a very logical and interesting topic, and there were like, everything was very well explained and broadly classified. A lot of examples were there, but if you had given certain pauses, it would have been a little better. And probably a little more enthusiasm, I thought, because you had a lot of examples, and so when you say, and these examples were your personal, so if you could have put in a little more effort, if it was a little more lively, it would have been much better. So that's about it.